Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. As Kyle Richards navigates a painful split from Mauricio Umansky on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her sister Kathy Hilton has provided her a shoulder to cry on, except of course when she's the one shedding the tears. Kathy has been very supportive of me, but she's also been oddly emotional about it. Kyle shared on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. She's broken down crying to me about my separation. Many times she struggles to talk about it, and I think this is so interesting. Sometimes Kathy is so emotional, in fact, that Kyle can't even talk to her about the split. As Kyle added in the above RHOBH after show clip, she wants to see me happy and move on, of course, but she's also a little bit heartbroken that it came to this. Kathy, for her part, called the separation sad on the after show, noting that Mo and Kyle were a great couple and we used to have so much fun. She revealed that she felt bad for and has even called to check on her brother-in-law too. While discussing newly emerged paparazzi photos of Ma's airport kiss with a mystery woman during RHOBH season 14. Episode 14, however, Kathy had more sympathy for her shocked sister. "We've heard all those rumors about him. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating," Kathy said. "But really, we've never seen a picture. Nobody's ever come out." Though they're on better terms now, Kathy and Mauricio's familial relationship has had its share of ups and downs, particularly after the latter left Hilton and Highland, the real estate brokerage owned by Kathy's husband, Rick Hilton, in order to start his own firm, The Agency. Mauricio, for his part, shared his side of the rift on this series, buying Beverly Hills in 2024, claiming he felt like he got kind of ked by Hilton and Highland before he left the company. And when I say ked, like today I'm happy, Mauricio explained on the series. But there were 100 agents at Hilton and Highland. They did $1 billion for the first time in a year. I was 19.6% of their production. I went to Rick and said, "I'd really like equity, right, and to be a partner." He went back, talked to Jeff Highland. He got back to me, and basically, I was told no. Afterwards, Mauricio said he went home to run his decision by Kyle. I go, "This is really going to cause a lot of stress between you, your sister, and your family. And I don't want to do this move of leaving and starting the company if you're not comfortable," he said, revealing that Kyle was 100% supportive of his decision. Mauricio later explained that as far as he's concerned, there is no bad blood between him and Kyle's family anymore. And though all may not exactly be hunky-dory today, Kathy's RHOBH after-show comments seem to suggest that she agrees. Get more from the latest RHOBH after-show episode by finding out what Kyle shared about Mauricio and Morgan Wade. For years, Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky were considered one of Bravo's strongest power couples. But as their separation unfolded in 2023, speculation ran wild about what truly led to the breakdown of their decades-long marriage. Now, in an exclusive conversation, Kyle is offering fresh insight into how her older sister, Kathy Hilton, factored into the situation, and her perspective may surprise fans of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Kyle and Kathy's relationship has been tumultuous for years, marked by periods of estrangement, on-again, off-again tension, and reality TV-fueled drama. Their most public fallout played out on RHOBH Season 12, when Lisa Rinna accused Kathy of making disparaging comments about Kyle during a cast trip to Aspen. This led to a painful reunion where Kyle struggled to reconcile with her sister under the glare of Bravo cameras. But despite that painful chapter, Kyle insists that Kathy's role in her separation from Mauricio is not as straightforward as people assume. "Kathy didn't break up my marriage," Kyle clarifies, "but she definitely had an influence, and it's interesting how it all played out." For years, fans speculated that Mauricio's departure from Hilton and Highland, the prestigious real estate firm owned by Kathy's husband, Rick Hilton, caused an irreparable rift between the families. Mauricio later founded The Agency, a move that was seen as a betrayal by the Hilton family, particularly Rick, who reportedly severed ties with his once close brother-in-law. That situation planted a lot of seeds of tension, not just between Mauricio and Rick, but within my family as well, Kyle admits. "It put me in the middle of two people I love, and that was really difficult." While the Hilton-Umansky business feud was long thought to be a thing of the past, Kyle hints that its impact lingered beneath the surface of her marriage. There was always this unspoken pressure, she says. Like, would things have been different if Mauricio had never left Hilton and Highland? Would we have had more support from my side of the family? I don't know, but those thoughts were there. According to Kyle, Kathy was one of the first people to express concerns about the state of her marriage. Kathy has seen a lot in her life, Kyle notes. She's been married a long time, and she has her own experiences that shaped her perspective. She would say things like, "Marriage is hard, Kyle. You have to make sure you're truly happy." And at the time, I took that as normal sisterly advice. But as time went on, Kyle started to wonder if Kathy was seeing something she hadn't yet fully acknowledged herself. "I think she picked up on things before I did," Kyle confesses. Looking back, there were moments where she'd say something, and I'd brush it off, thinking she was just being her usual opinionated self. But maybe she was trying to warn me in her own way. Kyle's separation from Mauricio was undoubtedly painful, but she says it came with an unexpected silver lining, a renewed closeness with Kathy. "We're in a better place now than we've been in years," Kyle reveals. "When you go through something so life-changing, you realize who really has your back. And despite our past issues, Kathy has been there for me in ways I never expected." Kyle recalls emotional late-night phone calls with her sister, where they reminisced about their childhood and reflected on the ups and downs of their relationship. "There were moments where I'd cry and she'd just listen," Kyle shares. "She never said, 'I told you so,' even though she easily could have. Instead, she just reminded me that family is forever." Despite their separation, Kyle and Mauricio have maintained a united front, insisting that they remain committed to their family. But with rumors swirling about Kyle's potential new romance and Mauricio's high-profile Dancing with the Stars run, fans continue to speculate about whether reconciliation is possible. "I don't know what the future holds," Kyle admits, "but I do know that I want peace, and I want happiness, for myself, for Mauricio, and for our kids. We're still sisters," Kyle says with a smile. "No matter what happens, that will never change." As RHOBH fans eagerly watch the latest season unfold, one thing is clear. Kyle's journey is far from over, and Kathy Hilton's influence, past, present, and future, continues to be a fascinating piece of the puzzle. Kyle Richards had spent decades mastering the art of reinvention. From child actress to reality TV royalty, from Beverly Hills socialite to a self-made businesswoman, her journey was a tale woven with resilience, ambition, and an unrelenting desire to thrive. But now, standing at a crossroads, she found herself questioning everything. The cameras had always been there, capturing her highest highs and lowest lows. Through the glittering chaos of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she had built an empire, balancing sisterhood, friendships, feuds, and her own ever-evolving identity. The world had watched her laugh, cry, defend, and deflect. But this moment, this new chapter, wasn't something the cameras could script. In the quiet sanctuary of her Los Angeles home, far from the flashing lights and the eager eyes of millions, Kyle sat by the fire, a glass of wine in hand. Her phone buzzed endlessly, messages from castmates, producers, journalists fishing for the next headline. Yet for the first time in years, she hesitated before picking it up. The lines between reality and performance had blurred so much that she wasn't sure where Kyle the woman ended and Kyle the persona began. She glanced at the family photos adorning her mantle. Her daughters, her pride, her legacy, looked back at her with the same warmth she had fought to preserve through every storm. But one frame caught her attention more than the others. A picture of her with her mother, Kathleen, a woman whose wisdom and strength still guided her even in absence. Kyle closed her eyes and remembered her mother's words. "Never let them tell you who you are. You decide that."